What an ugly game of football that was. What a depressing game of football that was. If you're watching this, you will know that Tottenham Hotspur have taken a point away from Goodison Park. Everton have drawn 1-1 this afternoon with them. You will know that because you're an Evertonian, I imagine, watching this. And, well, it's in the title of the video, so that's another reason why you'll know it. But it was a very, 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 just a really kind of a tough game to watch. I wasn't there today. I've had a day with my daughter, bit of daddy daycare, as they say in the modern world, which has been lovely, and then the game kind of ruined it. I feel it's put me on a little bit of a downer. I've also got a cold as well, so this isn't good for my general kind of health, watching Everton in this state. Where should we start? Let's start at the very start, shall we? 4-3-3. Everyone got quite excited on social media before the game about this. For me, ultimately, you know, I'm no tactical expert. I say this quite frequently on this channel. If you're looking for tactical expertise, there are thousands of other content creators out there, probably, you know, hundreds of them in the Everton sphere that are more tactically astute and aware than me. But what I kind of gather from 4-3-3 is you need your front three to be kind of to play with a level of intensity and take the game by the scruff of the neck, and you know, that didn't happen today. I think probably Marco would have wanted that from his players. Alex Iwobi, you know, stuck out wide, didn't have a big impact on the game, bar Tottenham's first goal, which I will come to in a second. But for me, he's incredibly creative, and you want him involved more. So sticking him out wide sometimes isn't probably the best thing to do. On Iwobi, for Tottenham's first goal, if you haven't seen it yet, he makes the mistake. It's a poor mistake. He lets Dele Alli in, who converts quite neatly in the end. Look, Iwobi's one of them footballers. I say this a lot as well. He's fun to watch, but we're going to have to take this with Iwobi. We're going to have to take the rough with the smooth with him. It wasn't great today, but I don't want people to go in two-footed on him because, you know, I don't think he deserves that. It was a mistake. It was a lapse in concentration. We need to cut it out. I'm not advocating for it. I'm not excusing him. I'm just saying with Iwobi, I think this is probably what we're going to have to take with him. But he is a very good player and he makes us tick sometimes. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt and not be too harsh on him. VAR has again got in the way today. Yerry Mina went up for a header with Dele Alli. It looked like it hit Dele Alli's hand. Look, here's the thing about VAR. I'm on record saying that I quite like it because as an Evertonian in the past, we've been on the receiving end of terrible, terrible refereeing decisions. But ultimately, there's got to be some consistency. We had the incident down at Brighton last week, and look, you know, I'm really not sold on it. It stinks at the moment. Something needs to change. So, you know, I hope it does pretty soon with VAR. You know, someone made a point, I think on the, I think maybe Grand Old Team tweeted this out, that, you know, pre-VAR, you had that situation where sometimes, you know, these things went for you, sometimes things went against you, and that was kind of just, we all kind of accepted that was football. I get that to a certain extent, and I'm quickly losing faith in the system. Look, I won't spend too long on this because it's utterly horrific, and I just want to say I wish Gomes all the best because he seems like a very, very nice human being, and he suffered a terrible, terrible tackle today. I don't know what impact this is going to have on him as a footballer. I haven't seen it. Obviously, I wasn't at the game, as I've mentioned. It looked horrific. So, you know, all the best, Andre. You know, just really, you don't want to see things like that, do you, really? Tosun scored, levelled it up for Everton. Cracking header. I have defended him in the past. I like the lad. I think that he should start against Southampton. I think he is quite potent. I think if you play the right system, you can get the best out of him. And he demonstrates this a lot for Turkey. So for me, I'd throw him in against Southampton because that's an absolutely massive game. And that neatly brings us on just to conclude. I know I'm approaching 5 minutes. Look, Silva is under a lot of pressure. There's no two ways about this now. He has to win next week. Even, you know, the fact that he picked a point up against Tottenham, which in normal times wouldn't be a bad result at home, I don't think. But Tottenham have been poor. This game was there for the taking today. They really weren't very good. So, look, you know, the pressure's on and he cannot lose that game, because if he loses that game, I believe we'll be in the bottom three going into the international break. I don't want to see us sack a manager, but ultimately that's not good enough, so the club will have to make a decision. Just before I go, just quickly, these are fan ales. You can buy them online at fanales.co.uk. I work with a local brewery to produce these. Head over to fanales.co.uk to buy them. With Christmas coming up, they make the perfect gift For any Evertonian, you get a lager, pale ale, and a dark beer. And remember to like and subscribe and head over to the website. It's Grand Old Team, and give your thoughts on the forum. Leave your comments underneath. Thanks for watching.